everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today marks the day that the Muppets are officially back in Disney Magic Kingdoms for an all-new Muppets event. Now, if you recall from last year, we had a Muppets event where we got Kermit, Miss Piggy, Ralph the Dog, Animal, and the Swedish Chef. And now we're getting some more Muppets characters like Fozzie, Gonzo, Pepe, Beaker, and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, which I'm very excited for. So I cannot wait to see what the new Muppets will bring to us with this event. The Muppets are officially back. Let's help the Muppets put on a spectacular show. And now it is time to get into some event dialogue. And now, for a spot of chronomancy. You'll recall observing a certain theatrical dress rehearsal some time ago, yes? Well, though it may seem as if nigh on a year has passed since then, a wave of my wand, and alakazam! I bring you to opening night, but one day later. Intermission to be exact. So, without further ado, on with the show! Let's welcome Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, and it's gonna require 5 of the Muppets tickets, 1 of his billboards, 1 of the ears hats, and 250 currency. I do enjoy a good bunch of balloons. They're as well suited for festive occasions as for carrying one aloft, provided one keeps a tight grip. Ahem, though perhaps that last example is a mite too specific. At any rate, I'd start popping them if I were you. Let's pop the bunches of balloons. You can also get Fozzie Bear for 500 gems if you would like, or you can get him through the bundle, but you have to pay money for it. I honestly feel pretty devastated that Fozzie is premium, because I'm pretty sure many people like myself, ever since the Muppets event came out in December 2023, many of us were dying to see Fozzie in the game, and the fact that he's now in the game, but he's premium, it's pretty disappointing because a lot of us really like him. Alright gang, I finally got all of the tokens we need to welcome the Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Let's do this! Welcome to Muppet Labs, where today is being made in future. Wait, scratch that. Where the future is being made today. See? This is why it's important to do vocal warm-ups in advance. I find that reciting the periodic table backwards usually does the trick. Ahem. Organison, tennicine, lithium, helium, and hydrogen. Much better. But, truth to be told, I am somewhat more distracted than usual this evening. The Muppets Lab segment is midway through the second act, and I still haven't put the finishing touches on my invention. Remiss of me, I know, but this is what happens when one leaves one's soldering iron out in the open where animal can eat it. A shame too. Why? Once it's complete, it may well be our most groundbreaking prototype yet. Let's send Bunsen to ponder his latest invention. Yes. If there's any device that will drag the scientific community kicking and screaming into the 22nd century, it can only be the Muppets Labs Industrial Strength Can Opener. Patient pending. Yes, it draws upwards of a gigajoule of power for each use, and yes, it is significantly larger than a commercial dishwasher. But at the end of the day, there's really nothing better at getting all those tasty clean peaches out of the tin. In theory. Well, I'm not about to let one measly tool issue stand in the way of scientific advancement. There must be some work around. Hiya, Bunsen! Ah, good evening to you, Gonzo. Dangling upside down from the ceiling, I see. Yup. Good, good. Well, if you don't mind dangling quietly, I'm going to have a focus on my calculations for a moment. Let's send Bunsen to calculate a workaround, but we have to get him to level 2 for this. Alright gang, it's been a few hours, and it's time to get Dr. Bunsen Honeydew to level 2. Alright, another successful experiment down. Aha! Of course! I should have realized it before. Why settle for some humdrum old soldering iron when I've actually got a perfectly good engineering grade flamethrower just lying around in storage? And to think, Beaker said I shouldn't waste money on an impulse buy. That's egg on his face. If memory serves, the implement I need should be safely tucked away in the mobile lab. But all things being equal, I'd rather save myself the walk. Gonzo, my lad, would you mind terribly going to fetch it for me, please? Boy, I wish. I'm going to have to take a rain check, though. You know, on account of how my legs are tied together. I see. Well, needs must, I suppose. Let's build the Muppet Mobile Lab, which costs 1,500 currency, which we don't have enough for. So I'll be back when I get all the currency, okay? Alright gang, I finally got all the currency we need to build the Muppet Mobile Lab. And we're gonna put it... let's see where we can put this. I don't have a lot of space in this kingdom, but... yeah, let's just put it in Star Wars land. That's the only place I can put it. So yeah, around here. And while the mobile lab was under construction, I managed to get Dr. Bunsen Honeydew to a level 3, since the next quest is probably gonna require him at that level, so it's best to level him up now than later. Oh, how delightful! It's good to see that the mobile lab's Find My Bunsen module is functioning within expected parameters. Why? It took even less time to reach this location than I expected. It's a shame about all those bent lampposts and flattened topiaries in its wake, though. But it's a small price to pay for science, and one I plan on charging to Beaker's personal card. Well, now that the mobile lab has arrived, I say that's more than enough dilly-daddling for one evening. Yes, to quote a certain pioneer in applied astrophysics, let's light this candle! Only instead of candle, I mean industrial strength can opener, and by light, I mean set on fire. But textual accuracy aside, you can't argue with the sentiment. Let's send Bunsen to start repairs in the mobile lab. Ah, wonderful! At this rate, I should be done with the necessary repairs well before my call time. And after all that to do about who's soldering iron and why, I really don't know what I was worried about. Dr. Honeydew! Gonzo is chained up hanging upside down from the theater ceiling and trapped in his own stunt equipment. He can't even come close to finishing his act without emergency assistance. This is something to be extremely worried about! Ah, spoke too soon, I see. Fascinating. Now, Kermit, there's no need for hysterics. As it happens, Muppets Labs has the perfect invention for this very situation. You do? Okay, fine. What is it? Only the Muppet Labs industrial strength industrial strength gonzo extractor, of course. Passion pending. Why, it only needs a few quick tests before it's ready to use in the field, and I know just the test subject. Let's welcome Beaker, but we have to wait for a few more hours for him to be available. Well, gang, I hope you enjoyed Chapter 1 of the new Muppets 2024 event in Disney Magic Kingdoms. If you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon. And if you're playing this new Muppets 2024 event like me, tell me how well you're doing on the event in the comments. And be sure to stay tuned for Chapter 2 of this event with Beaker. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.